Hey everybody, T-Han141 here. We are live this Thursday. All right, how is everybody doing? I am kind of psyched. I had a wonderful day today. I spent it with my lovely bride. She is doing really good. We had some problems. Her feet have been swelling pretty good, and it really started getting worrisome. They referred her to the cardiologist. We went to the cardiologist, and he put her on some what he called super water pills. And with the super water pills, she wasn't going to the bathroom any more than she had been previously. So she went to Cards the other day with ladies at Cards. Shout out to the ladies at Cards. You know who you are. And I don't know. Well, there's Sue, Rita, Debbie, Wendy, Kim. They were really worried. We almost took her to the emergency room, but we decided to come home and just put her feet up because she had been sitting for about 6 hours, including the ride there and the ride back, with her feet down. And we got home. She took 2 of the super water pills, and lo and behold, that night she went to the potty once every hour. She woke up about every hour, she said, to go potty. And so they started working. Then we called the cardiologist the next morning because the swelling had gone down. This was serious swelling all the way up her legs. We were kind of worried about it, getting up by her heart and stuff, or messing with her internal organs. But she made it all right to the next day, and the cardiologist finally called back, and the nurse there said to go ahead and start taking 2 pills every day. And that's been helping a little bit more. Excuse me. I am going to explode. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. So then we get to today. That was Wednesday that we got hold of the cardiologist and stuff. And then we get to today, and my goodness, it's the 18th of November. Do you know what that means? Do you know what the 18th of November is? It's the middle of the rut for white-tailed deer. And that tells me, rings in my mind, it's my anniversary, the 18th of November. 26 years this woman has put up with me. She helped me get through. Oh my goodness. I can't say help me get through. She got me through some of the hardest times I think I could ever have gone through when Desert Storm came back and bit me in the butt. And yeah, she saw me through that. She got me through that and stayed with me. And then now with her cancer, we're both getting through that. But we are getting through it. Her faith is just phenomenal and gives me something to aspire to. God just blessed me so much when he gave me Wendy. He really did. And so 26 years. This is my 26th anniversary. That is just wild. Now, if you're watching in the replay, nobody's in yet on the live stream, but that's okay. It doesn't need to happen that way. But if you're watching in February, actually we'll probably start it in January. we will be having the Wendy's annual birthday giveaway, where we buy some stuff. Last year we gave, let's see, there was a nice knife, I believe, and a solar porch light or street light, solar street light. I believe it was Alderman Farms got that, won that. We just draw names out of the hat, guys. This year, I found out you can't say, well, if you subscribe to me, you'll be in the thing. You can't do that. That's against, I'm lucky they didn't shut my channel down. But this year, what we're going to do is, if you want to be in the drawing, you can send me your email address. Just send me your email address and say, add me. Or just email me, whatever, and say, add me to the drawing, and I will add you to the drawing. We'll put all the names down in a hat. We'll mix them up. We'll draw that drawing. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It might be some merch. We got some really cool merch. Let's see here. Oh, I kind of want to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. Put you there, put you there. This is my, see if we can get it up here. My new design. The originality is the ability to forget where you saw it. But it says woke. W-O-K adjective. A state of awareness achieved only by people stupid enough to find injustice in everything except their own actions. I saw that. I liked that. And so, oh, there we go. That came up a little bit better. I mean, that's in sweatshirts and everything. And stickers. Let's see, I'll come down here. Where is it? Oh, it's also available on 55 or more products. And that includes stickers. Stickers are nice and cheap. Chiffon tops. All sorts of cool stuff. Enough of the commercials. Enough of the commercials. All right. So yeah, it might be some of my merch. You can go to thand141.com homestead, thand141homestead.com, and check that out. Yeah, and I think I'll probably give away, maybe I'll give away some books. I'm hoping by January to be done with the fiction book that I'm writing. I haven't come up even with a working title. Cole's War, I think, is like a working title or something like that. But it's about our area, actually. It is a fiction work, which means it's not true. Say America keeps going down the road that it has been wanting to go, or even that we didn't have a conservative president for 4 years a while back, and what that is like, and what it would be like to fight an authoritarian government where they've shredded the Constitution. I can't describe it and do it justice. It is the cat's meow. I'm really enjoying writing it. I'm on like chapter 8. Hey, I'm enjoying writing it. So if I sell a copy, yay me. If I don't, who cares? Update on Mom. Mom is doing very well. We do have people coming in to visit her and stay with her from day to day. But she's doing really well. She's got a little, normal ache, back down to the normal aches and pains for an 85-year-old. Took her to an eye doctor yesterday and to go over because she just had some cataracts laser removed with new lenses or whatever put in, and she has 20/25 vision. Guys, I hate to say it, but this eye here, I believe of mine, is like 2200. 2200. That means that at 20 feet, things look like they're 200 feet away to me. I'm blind as a bat, man. So let's pray that the apocalypse don't happen anytime soon, or things don't get really rough, because glasses are a big setback. That's something that we could talk about at some point is what are our handicaps for prepping? If SHTF or CHTF crap hits the fan, so to speak, and we go without rule of law, what are some of our handicaps that we're going to have to fight through? My eyes, are a big one. I do have I have prosthetics. I'll just say it. My top teeth are, but that's something you need to plan for. Okay. Is okay. Wow. I've got false teeth. What do I do when the crap hits the fan and there's no rule of law? Somebody punches me in the mouth and, say I'm in the city and things start going crazy, riots and stuff like that. And not that I would be part of anything like that, but I'm defending the homestead, whatever. I get punched in the mouth, cracks my dentures. I got to think about that. What am I going to do? That is going to be a major adjustment in my life, getting rid of my dentures. Wow. Do I have what I need to fix them? Do I have another set somewhere? I'll never tell. This is fun when I'm alone. But yeah, what do you do? Guys, it can happen. I don't know if you guys have watched the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. I am trying so hard to keep this channel apolitical, non-political. But listen, I'm a Christian conservative. I'm sorry. If you're not, that's okay. You have a right to be a liberal and to hold liberal ideas. You have a right to be a conservative. I put myself more under a libertarian type thing. Man, government, leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. I'll pay my taxes or whatever you require, but just leave me alone. But yeah. But I try to keep an even keel and non-political on my website on everything. But you could tell by my definition of woke t-shirt here that what's going on? That I'm not woke, or what they consider woke. I'm awake. I see what's going on. But I'm not woke. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Yeah. So I bet I try to stay non-political. I do believe we need to take the like Kyle Rittenhouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin. We need to take the evidence as it comes and as it was presented. I have seen judges try, say, listen, I agree with you. This would have gotten a conviction, but Mr. Prosecutor man, you didn't prove that. You didn't even apply that thinking to your case when you're presenting the evidence. And I can only go judge by the evidence you present. Hey, if you're here, tell me where you're from in the comments. Greatly appreciate you being here. So yeah, what I think about whether or not Kyle should have been there in the first place has no bearing on he was in a self-defense mode. He was running. He did everything he could to escape the situation. When he could not escape, he fired at those posing a serious threat. When someone was posing a threat, running at him, but then held up their hands and backed off him, he did not fire. He wasn't just shooting at people. Guys, I know that there are people out there watching the liberal media and this guy was just going through shooting. He ran 2 blocks surrounded by people, being chased by people, and he did not fire until he had to, until his life was in danger. Now, they say, wait, he brought a gun to a fist fight. There's no law that I know of that says that I have to get beat up and take it on faith that the guy is not going to kill me before I use self-defense. Grievous bodily harm. That's the law. That's the law. Grievous bodily harm or death. If someone, you don't have to wait and see if they're going to punch you or pull a knife out of their pocket. You may defend yourself. And you don't retreat more than that man did. You can't. Only when he was blocked off from retreating did he fire. When the guy grabbed his muzzle, the Rosenbaum grabbed the muzzle of the barrel and was trying to take the firearm away from him. And I have absolutely zero doubts that he would have killed him. That Kyle Rittenhouse would be dead today had he not had that AR-15. Doesn't matter if it was an AR-15 or a .22 pistol or a howitzer at this point. He did legally have it. How do I know he legally was in possession of that gun? Because a judge in the court of law said this is what the law states. And he was legal. That's how you tell what something is legal after the fact, is a judge says this is legal. So he did legally have his firearm. He ran 2 blocks. He was telling people, I am going to the police to turn myself in. He was hit in the back of the head with a rock and then a skateboard. He fell. A guy tried to drop kick him in the face, actually did kick him in the face, and he spun around before firing. Anyway, I do believe he will be acquitted in light of self-defense, as I believe it should be. And this whole thing, You can't claim self-defense if you brought the gun. His lawyer really said that. Or not his lawyer, the prosecutor really said that. You think about this. You cannot claim self-defense if you brought the gun. Guys, I carry concealed because that's the only way you can carry in New York. I am permitted. I have permit, all that good stuff. I am totally legal. So if I am walking out of Walmart and this guy attacks me out of nowhere and I shoot him, I brought the gun. He's got a crowbar in his hand, a deadly weapon, and he has shown his he has declared his intent to harm me. He has shown he has the ability to harm me, and he is about to harm me. I am in imminent danger. He is an imminent threat. See, that's the thing. When the guy with the pistol ran up to him and he shot, what was it, the jump kick boy or skateboard man? Anyway, Kyle shot him, and that's when the Gutenbauber, these are weird names for me, held up his hand and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" He had the gun, but he had his hand open, holding the gun in this hand. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kyle did not shoot. Why? Because he was not an imminent threat. He was 3 foot away, but he was not an imminent threat. He was, I don't want any trouble. As soon as Kyle lowered his firearm, the guy swung his arm to point the gun at Kyle's face, and Kyle shot his arm. At that point, Kyle was placing his rounds. I don't believe he was aiming his rounds because the gun was down here. He was doing what he had to do to keep people off of him. Because once you go down, you're done. Should he have been there in the first place? Has no bearing on the case. Maybe if the police were doing their job, instead of just roping off blocks and giving it up to be burnt to a crisp and property damage, maybe Kyle would not have felt the need to be there. Because I was talking to Wendy about that, and Wendy is like, she said, well, I said, well, man, I said, I don't really know if he should have been there. She said, how far away did he go? He went 20 miles from the place he sleeps. He went 20 miles. That is like from Port Leyden to Lowville is like 13 miles. Okay, so he went 20 miles, say, from Boonville to Lowville, New York. Make the drive a lot, have made the drive a lot. And I said, I don't know if he should have been there in the first place. And Wendy said, well, Tracy, didn't you, when they had the Black Lives Matter march, the Lowville High School had a Black Lives Matter march. And there was talk of people coming in on buses and all that other stuff. And a group of patriots and myself, not a militia or anything like that, just some guys saying, listen, we were trying to get a Second Amendment sanctuary going in Lewis County. Basically saying, no matter what the state government says, we are not restricting firearms any further. Okay. We got together and we let the sheriff, Sheriff Carpinelli. If you live in New York State, Sheriff Carpinelli is running for governor. Check him out, guys. This man is a constitutional person. Okay. He works by the Constitution. But we let him know. He said, sure, come on out. He says, I would ask you to refrain from getting involved in anything that's going on. He says, but we can always use eyes. He said, video cameras on your cell phones. He says, we can always use that kind of help. He said, you know, if somebody's in imminent danger or whatever, he says, but remember, you cannot use deadly force to protect property in New York, which is good. You've got $1 million building, including all the stuff that's in it, and you have a person with a Molotov cocktail. What's worth more? The person with the Molotov cocktail's life is worth more than the $1 million building. Life is priceless. We don't take life for granted at all. So yeah, that's my take on the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Is life is priceless, and by that same token, my life is the most priceless. Wendy's life. I'm going to protect my life and her life over anything else. Only if I need to. God, I hope I never have to. I was in Desert Storm. I hope I hope I am never called upon to squeeze the trigger again. So, coliform update. I will be coming out with a video on this shortly. I got hold of my cousin, Frank Hunkins. We did a water test because I said, you know what? We are going through bottles of water like crazy. We do not drink our water because we have surface water and it is very hard water. Great value. Woo-hoo. It's probably rotting my insides. But anyway, but we do cook with our water. We use the bottled water in the coffee. Otherwise, the coffee machine, we'd be buying a coffee machine at least once a year. But we did a test to see if we could start drinking our water, and it came up positive for coliform. Now, coliform is a bacteria. It is usually from living matter coming in contact with the water. Now, Frank explained to me, Frank Hunkins Well Drilling, guys, if you can get him to do your well, he's a fair, honest man, and there are few like him anymore that are that fair and honest. Excuse me. But he assured me, number one, you can live with coliform in your water, up to 1,500 parts per million. However, we shocked the well. I took you wouldn't think it was a lot. I didn't think it was a lot. We took 2.5 quarts, which is a little over half a gallon of bleach, and dumped down the well. Okay. And then we filled our tanks, and boy, oh boy, that's all I can smell is bleach. I took a shower today and was really, really hoping it wasn't going to burn my skin. It didn't. But so we shocked the well, and I did a test as it was filling the barrels, and it said no coliform. As soon as I can, I will make this statement. As soon as I can, I will have a well driller, preferably Frank Hunkins Well Drilling, drill me a proper well of not surface water, sealed into the bedrock or gravel, however it goes, whatever's down there, and a 5 to 10 gallon a minute, flow would be wonderful. Right now we have a trickle, but we have a big reservoir, 16 feet deep, but it's surface water. And that's one place where coliform comes from, is water going through roots and stuff. It picks up this biological material in the roots of plants, leaves. It could be squirrels or actually he said mice can give you coliform. He said if it was a chipmunk or something, he said there would be a smell involved. But we shock the well. Like I said, we don't drink it, but we do use it for wash. I can't do laundry for the next few days until that's got a chance to dissipate a little. I'll be bleaching all my clothes. But yeah, and I'm going to do a video on that. I really want a regular 6-inch well drilled with a pounding machine. They're the rotary machines. They go down and boo. They like real small hits, and they spin and stuff. And then you have the pounders, which are just a big, heavy 6-inch tube, solid tube with a drill bit on it, and it lifts up about 3 feet and drops. And it fractures the rock farther, and can exploit any underground water for like 6 feet. I mean, it's really, I'd prefer that over a rotary rig. But yeah, so we don't have coliform now. We have beach water. Because I did another test, and I will be doing a test on the video that I do. I'm hoping it comes out Monday. So yeah, 26 years I've been with my lovely wife. Actually, 26 years she's been with me. That's a surprising part. Everything we have been through, from moving to Penn, me having my breakdown and all that good stuff, moving back up here, so my family could help her with me, and then my father having a stroke and her helping out through that ordeal, and now Wendy's arthritis diagnosis, the stage 4 cancer, adenocarcinoma, adenocarcinoma diagnosis. God blessed me more than any man deserves to be blessed at one time. On November 18th, 1995, when she said, "I do." And that's all I have to say about that, because grown men don't cry. Guys, if you get a chance, check out the books on Amazon. If you look up cancer journals, you should see my cancer journal there. I got thinking, and boy, oh boy, it would be nice if I've got one ordered. It should be in sometime soon. But I made up a diary for cancer patients. It is called My Story, How I Beat Cancer Journal. And I just figured it might help someone to write out what they're feeling and what they're going through. The hard part of cancer isn't, from what I have seen with Wendy, is not necessarily the cancer itself. It's number one, the not knowing. Number two, that the fact that you've got something that can kill you in your body, that has pretty high mortality rate, but the chemo and the radiation, these things are poison to the body, and they take a toll. And after a while, I know she's been on it for, wow, since January of 2020, coming up on 2 years that Wendy has had this. And that thought process, the sapping you emotionally and spiritually, as well as devouring you physically. And if this journal will help someone get rid of that, at least the emotional and the spiritual side of things, I mean, who am I not to do it? If I can help somebody and don't, let me show you a picture here of it. Make sure, am I there? I'm there. Woo. Okay, My Story Cancer Journal, How I Beat Cancer Diary. And let's take a look inside here. I don't think it shows more than a couple pages. This diary belongs to, and then each cancer, I don't know if a lot of, I was not aware, each type of cancer has its own color ribbon. All cancers are a lavender ribbon. Liver cancer is a green ribbon. Now, Wendy has adenocarcinoma. It is in her liver. It is severely affecting her liver, but she actually has colon cancer, which is dark blue. And then you just put the date in, and you write a little bit. You know, it's a journal. You know, I don't. It's very simple. And I'm back. You got this. And that's the reason I named it what I named it, How I Beat Cancer Journal, because I believe in today's age, you know, cancer should be curable completely. I believe some big pharmaceutical companies got several cures for cancer on its shelves that it just won't bring out because they make more money keeping you sick. Conspiracy theory numero uno, excuse me. Larry Sharp, my favorite libertarian, he ran for governor a few years back in New York. He says doctors have absolutely zero motivation to make you well. If you leave if you go to the doctors, you will leave the doctors with one of the two P's: a prescription or a procedure. Okay, or a referral to a procedure. But why? You ever notice there are salesmen? You see them with suitcases going into your doctor's office all the time. What are they doing? They're selling medications. The doctors actually make money selling and prescribing drugs. And hopefully they help someone along the way. And if you're a doctor or a nurse, I'm 100% behind you. But you'll be able to testify to this. You make more money off a sick person than you do a well person. And procedures. Hey, you refer them to such and such. Well, they're on my refer to list. They're in my circle. The insurance, so when you go to a doctor, you will leave with either a prescription or a procedure or a referral where you will get a prescription or a procedure. And that's sad. I have a very good friend. Her name is Kayla, not Habowitz. Her name is Kayla, and she now everybody's going to think it's Kayla Habowitz. Kayla Habowitz is a very good friend of mine too, but this is not her. And she is on the complete opposite spectrum as I am, and she talks about free healthcare and such as that. I am a member of socialistic medicine, okay, through the VA. Wendy is benefiting from socialistic healthcare, free healthcare, and the backlog. We have been very lucky, but the backlog and the quality of the doctor, there are some great doctors in the VA healthcare system, but then there are those who, well, doc, I got this tightness right under my rib cage here, just below my rib cage, and man, it's like cramping up. It really hurts. Okay. She's typing on her computer. Listen to Wendy's heart. Listens to her breathe. Oh, you sound good. Okay, bye. For a couple years, and Wendy gets the doctor she has now. Wonderful woman. She will always be one of my favorites at the VA. And Wendy says, yeah, I got this tightness and it kind of cramps up, and she felt it. And she says, okay, we're going to send you for an ultrasound. Wendy says, okay, well, can we schedule it for a Tuesday or whatever? And she goes, no, you're going right now over to the other side of the building and get an ultrasound. We went over at the ultrasound. The ultrasound technician walked us back to Wendy's doctor's office, went in, talked to the doctor for a few minutes, and she says, you have some masses we need to schedule you for a biopsy. Sent her to the oncologist she has now, did a biopsy, came back adenocarcinoma. It's a colon cancer. It actually, adenocarcinoma starts in the bile ducts of your organs. But it's stage 4 because they believe it transferred from the colon to the liver. Had the doctor that Wendy first told about this several years before had paid attention and not just laissez-faire cycled her through to say, I saw this many patients today, Wendy might be free of cancer today. That's socialized medicine, people. You don't want it. I have seen videos, hidden camera videos from Canada. Yes, they have socialized healthcare. After you wait all day to get in to see a doctor, they might give you an appointment for 6 months from then. And they say, well, if you want it taken care of, there is a private spot, a private doctor where you pay, capitalism, around the corner. You can go talk to them. Guys, you don't want socialized healthcare. Where do all these breakthroughs in medication and pharmaceuticals and procedures and medical breakthroughs come from? Capitalized medicine, capitalism, because they're trying to make that almighty buck. They come out with all sorts of things. But anyway, so yeah, Wendy's doing good. My mom is doing good. 26 years of putting up with me, listening to me. Most of y'all don't listen to me for 45 minutes. And you're tired of my voice. Wendy's had to listen to me for 26 years. What did she do early on in life that she's getting payback for? It's not karma. Karma is when people say, oh, karma will get you. No, karma comes from a previous life, not earlier on. Big difference. Look into it sometime. Anyway, and the coliform is hopefully taken care of, and hopefully the smell of bleach will dissipate after a while. The bleach will leach out of the water. All right. Remember, I've got all sorts of books. Let me just see here. Okay, let me share this. Ooh. This is my Author Central page on Amazon. And there's me and my beautiful bride. Am I still? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I got to get another monitor. A hunting journal. That's a real nice journal. Is that the hardcover? Yeah, that's the hardcover. It is available in soft cover also, which is cheaper. It's like $7 or $8. Homestead pantry inventory, composition notebooks, garden journals, writing book for youngins, learning how to write, a medication tracker. If you have someone who 5 minutes after they were supposed to take their pill goes, did I take my pill? Guys, this happens to me. Then this is the book for them. A homesteading journal, just to keep track of the things going on the homestead. Important stuff I can't remember. Notebook, composition notebook. Through the lens. Now this, let's go to the purchase page here. This is different than my other books, than most of my other books. Is it going to show any of them? Look inside. This, Wendy and I were wildlife photographers for a few years. And this actually is a picture of Nick's Lake in Old Forge, New York. The sky just erupted in flame. We call it fire sky. Through our lens, the Adirondacks. No, it doesn't show any of the. It shows one page, and then the back. But I'm going to do an expanded version. This one has 29 pages, so it's got probably 12 images in it. It's a coffee table book. And I'm going to do an expanded version that has even more. You say more, I say more. More. All right. So, guys, I think that's about all I got unless I go into commercial mode, and I don't feel like going into commercial mode. It's my anniversary. I got an old woman back here that needs my attention and deserves more attention than I could ever give her. So, hey, If you think anything, feel free to message me. If you just click, there will be links below shortly after this goes live. Well, it's live now, but shortly after I'm done here, there will be links below to our channel. You go to the About page and you can email me, than141@hotmail.com or than141homestead@gmail.com. You can get to me through the than141 homestead. Yeah, remember, we release every Monday and Friday. We release a new video, and 6 p.m. every Thursday, God willing. This coming Thursday, I forgot to say this. See, there will be no live stream on Thursday because it is Thanksgiving. I pray each and every one of you will have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Remember, if you sit down and try to write down, try to keep track of everything you have that you can be thankful for, you will not have a problem with listing your problems because you won't have time. Every breath we breathe is a gift, and it is awesome. It really is. So y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving with family and friends. Hopefully everyone is healthy and safe. Stay safe out there. And guys, we love you, and we appreciate each and every one of our viewers. All 227 of you. We're going up. It keeps going from 227 to 226 to 227 to 226. All right. Y'all have a good day and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we will see you not next week, but the week after. All right. Y'all have a good one. God bless. I hit the wrong button.